a thorn in my side since day one. But I am Fantokyo, the great, and I'll not be outdone. Welcome to Fantokyo Spectacular Theater in the Pound. Please excuse my thespian vernacular when I say thou is going down. I've had enough of you, so time to be my puppet on a string. I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything. Hey, get back here! Take that! Ouch! Haha, missed me! 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4! Haha! Now, the audience is thirsty for fun. Time to run. 'Cause now your denouement has already begun. That means you're done. We could both be pirates on the sea. You'll swab the deck and play a part for me. Mops galore, you better keep it clean. Watch out now, my little friend, 'cause Sharkspeare's looking mean. I've had enough of you, so time to be my puppet on a string. I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything. Ha 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 ha! Hey, get back here! Ow! Romeo's beard! Ouch! Oh, Shakespeare's bonnet! For the love of Hamlet! A battle like no other. Better move, 'cause here's another. At least you'll get to see defeat in epic style. The audience is primed, each attack right on time. Seeing you entwined is so worthwhile. But why stop there at a lion, a bear? What's wrong, my petty chair? Why don't you smile? The final act is sure to be a theatrical plot twist worthy of a prize. Want a shot? You better be more tactical. Messing with Fantokyo is never wise. I've had enough of you, so won't you be my puppet on a string? I've had enough of you. Oh, dance, my little Muppet plaything. I'm up to here with you, so why don't you finally face it? Your fate is sealed, and everything you do is what I say. Starting now and every day, you'll be my puppet. Learn to love it. Every word I say you'll covet. Start anew, stuck like glue. Be your former self, I do, 'cause I've had enough of you. Drop it. Drop it.
Hey.
Yes?
Sorry. Thank you.
Not
Is
me.
for horses.
Yeah, I realize we all look the same to you as a robot, but we really are not. There are so many differences between a Marten and a horse.
Nay. And just to verify, we have not gotten any milestones yet, correct?
No.
Okay.
I didn't realize that this song was on here, and I was so confused when it started.
What song is this?
It's from the 8-Bit Big Band, but it's Bubblegum KK remix from, Animal Crossing.
Oh.
I just haven't actually listened to this one. Got permission to add it, just didn't never actually listen to it. I immediately went to my browser to make sure I wasn't playing something from YouTube.
I think we're missing a Cyril in Fantasy Grounds.
What was that?
Yes. We're missing Cyril in Fantasy Grounds.
How dare you?
Just saying.
I would have remembered eventually if it was relevant.
Fair enough.
And it's time.
You say that, but are you certain? Or perhaps your overeagerness is just getting ahead of you. Dun, dun, dun!
No. Countdown clock's at 0, so it is time.
Well, fine. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is Tides of Madness Exalted. Brain died for a moment. I blame Nestle.
And this is Neves winning.
All right. Well, we will turn it over to... Let's see. Who did recap last time? I feel like it was Moriarty.
I think it was Toshime.
Oh, right. It was originally going to be Moriarty, but then he wasn't here, so we turned it over to Toshime.
No, I was here.
Yeah.
Well, you
The only
weren't
person who wasn't here
responding.
was Kerr.
No, you weren't responding, rather. Or maybe I'm getting this confused with the Wednesday group.
Probably the Wednesday game.
Either way, Moriarty, do the recap. Or
Sure, just give me
Cyril.
1 second. My doorbell just rang. Literally, my doorbell just rang. Give me 1 second.
I don't believe you.
Likely excuse.
We could hear you clicking your mouse. I'm pretty sure we'd hear the damn doorbell.
Okay. Ding dong donations done.
Well, normally you'd be correct until I turned back on the noise suppression. I told you the noise suppression turned off, and that's the only reason you could hear anything.
Ah. Well, thank you very much for that donation, Toshime. Also, Stream Raiders
What a
just crashed.
surprise.
What just crashed?
Stream Raiders.
Rude.
I've never actually had it crash before. Break, yes, but not crash.
Fair enough.
But thank you so
think
much
I
for
broke
that. Yeah. Even Stream Raiders was quailed by that magnificent donation.
But anyways, as a
of-
general...
Anyways.
Go ahead.
Anyways, as a general recap,
Did you forget what happened last time?
No, I vaguely do. It just wasn't a lot now that I think about it. We all went back to Neves's place. We found a child who was hiding from shadows. Shadows, I
yes.
think, were bad things.
Oh,
Good
yes,
things.
you guys came back to my place. We had coffee.
We did have coffee.
Lots of coffee.
Neves insulted Cyril once, so Cyril thinks that may be a declaration of war. He's not quite sure yet.
Whispers.
And
The title of the episode.
Yeah.
What is the title of the episode?
The previous title was Whispers.
The Whispers was the last
Yes.
title.
Oh yeah, that was an important plot point. Is everyone
Yeah.
started hearing whispers?
You figured out what was
no one
sending the
cared,
whispers,
though.
too.
Mhm.
You figured out what was sending the whispers at least, too.
Did we?
There's that-
Oh yeah, that's right. The old gods.
Were you
The
even here
primordials.
last week?
I was
I'm kidding.
vicariously.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah,
it
we
was
found Rat.
Kerr's.
Yeah,
Now he's
Rat
alive.
is important. Rat is the best boy.
I am really missing my sound effects right now because I would totally be spamming Lose Horn.
Let's lose horn.
Bum bum ba dum. I think it's from Price is
one.
Right.
It is.
It is.
I'm gonna have to fix those.
I think that's the important stuff, though.
Yeah, more or less.
There you go.
There we go. Thank you, Toshime.
You just need a soundboard.
Anyways, so I'm gonna start us off by saying I've actually got a name for the group this time. The group of Neverborn that's driving everybody insane. For now.
Wait, they're
How did we
driving us
find
insane?
this name?
Well, you guys got the name last time. I just didn't have it ready.
Okay.
I found it in the big book of things.
Yes. That if you lose at any faculty, you're dead. They're cutting
Right.
you off from everything.
I got it safe in my giant egg. My cash egg.
Yeah.
What?
The exact words were, "Lose that book, you'll lose your head."
Mm-hmm. They will have to take it from me.
So he keeps it in an egg, so he's never dead.
Eh?
You said giant egg.
I keep it in my cash egg.
Which is a bag of holding, but egg.
Right.
Cash money. Egg.
No, CACHE. So like a storage place, cache.
Oh,
Yes.
not an egg made of gold.
Cache egg.
It's going to relate into what the title of this stream is. The name of the group of Georgie. I'm busy. Sorry, my sister came back to the room to talk to me, and I had to mute real fast and let her know I'm busy.
AFK for a second. Something happened here. You're back.
All right. I'll relay the info again when he comes back, but the name of the group is the Council of Rebirth.
Nice.
Anyways, y'all had returned home, and Neves found like 7 cheese wheels just sitting in his room.
We're fighting the dragon.
He is concerned.
There is a note on the cheese wheels, by the way.
Like each one individually, or just like on?
Just a note on top of the cheese wheels.
So they're all stacked up.
Yeah.
And what is the note?
The note simply says a gift for the fluffy one, and it's very hastily drawn and almost illegible.
The fluffy one.
That is what Rat calls Neves, the fluffy one.
The fluffy one.
Because as we all know, Martens are the ultimate example of fluffiness.
Did I miss the name of the group?
Yes, so the name
Council
of the...
of Rebirth.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
I
Thank
feel
you.
like there's some things that are more floof.
Well, yes, but...
You want to say that to the end of my spear?
Well, no, because that thing's not floofy at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna be killing him.
Also, did my tome have a name?
The tome, I don't have a name for the
Okay, fair
book
enough.
itself. I can make one, but still need time.
No importance.
Yeah.
Just for my notes.
Yeah. What you would have learned through the little bit of studying you've been able to do on the book is that this group of old gods had pulled their power together such in a way that if one of them falls, the rest gets weaker.
No, that's convenient for us.
And that they believe that by literally destroying everything, they can the world will be reborn,
Where the hell I come to that conclusion, but okay.
which is why they're known as the Council of Rebirth.
Makes sense.
So, what's everyone doing?
Standing by.
Neves is going to seek out Rat.
Your guards have him in jail at this point. They caught him stealing.
Well then, I suppose Neves shall deign to go to the jail.
You come upon a scene of Rat trying to squeeze through the bars and like 3 guards trying to push him back into the cell.
The temptation is strong.
Rat, what are you doing? That was...
The funny one!
I went through like 3 different voices during that, and none of them were Neves. I'm still waking up.
No, you're fired. So, it's like, I was out trying to get gifts for you and your friends, and then these meanies just grabbed me and threw me in this cell, and it's not comfy in here.
Release him!
Sir, he was stealing things.
I will talk to him about it.
Okay. They let him go. He squeezes, like, they just stop pushing him, and he just easily squeezes between the bars.
Neves will grip the, grips Rat's...
He did make him a beast folk, so you could grab him by the scruff of the neck.
That's what I was going to say, but then my mouth decided it just didn't want to work right, and yeah.
My tongue has betrayed me.
I must cut it out.
You reach out and grab Rat by, like, the scruff of his neck, and he just goes limp.
Neves is lifting him up into the air so he's at eye level with Neves, which, you know, Neves is long boy, so that's quite a ways off the ground. Stealing is not okay. If you wish to procure gifts or anything of that nature, work for it.
Rat just blinks. Let's work.
You do something for someone in return for payment.
Oh. Explains a lot.
I will have Ferris instruct you further. And Neves will walk through the castle until he finds Ferris, carrying the rat by the scruff the entire way.
Yes.
And just kind
Still
of
limp.
setting him down in front of Ferris. Teach him how to be responsible and how to work.
Ferris nods and goes, okay. Kerr's supposed to be playing Ferris, and Kerr's not here.
Yeah. Kind of just figured we just kind of...
Yeah.
He just does the thing.
Yeah, he just does the thing.
So yeah, that's what Neves was doing.
Yeah. Zero said he's just on standby for information or whatever. What's Zuzia and Varric doing?
Guess Varric's going to be studying the book for more information on the Council of the Reborn. Or Council of Rebirth, rather.
Yes.
And I'll
So-
be patrolling around.
In the book that you read, you learn that these gods were minor until they pulled their power together, which let them basically equal power of a greater god. And while they pulled their power together, they don't always get along. However, they work together because, well, they pulled their power together, and if one falls, the rest get weaker.
Makes sense.
You do also, through what little bit you've been studying, find the last known location of one of the places that people worshipped them at.
That's what I was looking for.
And yeah, hang on, I need to scroll up and pull up the map. I will mark it on the world map and send it. Give me 1 second. All right. Doo.
Duke?
Yeah, sorry, I'm going through trying to find a place to put this on the map.
Does your shield? No.
Okay, there's Duke.
Duke.
Слушай,
Yeah, I got the bot up now.
I was gonna say does that
твоя?
charge a lot, but I can drop this.
Слушай. Твоя?
Well,
Слушай.
So gentle.
Dave.
Why, yes, this is mine.
Твоя?
That's what
All
she's
right,
asking
so-
there is this yours?
Hmm.
And Buddy's just like,
Tabletop
yes, yes, it
image.
is. Thank you for finding it. Now I must hide it again.
Mhm.
All right. So the big red X that I'm about to send in tabletop image is where the last known location of where people went to worship them is.
Yeah.
A bit of a travel from Neves' territory and city, but
On that topic, there are portals in Yushan. Are they like fixed portals?
Yes.
Okay, that was a question for Toshimi because I didn't know.
Technically, yeah. Okay. How many of those do they have?
Like the enemy or you guys?
Yushan.
Oh, Yushan? That's a great question.
I mean, are there basically? I'm getting at it. Are there any portals closer to that than where we are? Since we have a portal.
Neves should have a portal in his territory.
Yes.
He does.
Neves has a portal there. I'd say for the most part, it's going to be just traveling there.
Figured. Okie dokie.
Traveling is fun.
True. All sorts of hijinks that can happen. All right. Well, I guess I'll go and report this to the team. Team Neves. Or we're calling ourselves.
Yeah.
It is not Team Neves. We are simply a collection known under the banner The Adorable Assassins.
I'll
Ah.
see if it works that way.
I will
You
go tell the
serve
other
in my
adorable assassins.
army.
Yeah.
Very well. How long travel would it take us to get there?
It's going to be a month or two. It's quite a bit of travel. If
Oh, okay.
if the town, which was a lot closer, was a week, you know, it's
Fair.
going to be
A bit of a hike.
yeah. And it's out in the mountains down there in like a secluded area. So
Well, Neves will gather together his forces and prepare to march.
And even April and May.
all right. It takes about a day for
Hold on.
everyone to gather.
Hold on.
Yeah. Well, I have. Oh. Good lose.
I had to throw Toshime into the well for that one.
What did he say?
Said he's getting ready to march, and I said end April and May.
Hang on. Since when is it not Moriarty going into the well first?
Since
Well,
I'm a
we'll just
humorless
fix
robot.
this. There. All is right in the world now.
I didn't go in first still.
No, but you went in. That's all that
Yeah.
matters.
Exactly.
And within this day, the party finds each in their individual rooms a wrapped gift from Rat.
I scan it.
Yours appears to be a
No.
necklace of some kind.
I was going to ask how Rat got into Cyril's
castle?
no, I was
Cyril's
gonna
camp?
no, into Cyril's
Room?
dungeon cell. But then I remembered
mean-
he can just slip through the bars, so
Yes.
Cheryl's in the dungeon?
Well, you have a room. It's down in the dungeons. We more or less
Oh, right,
established that.
Well, he also got his. I thought he's got his camp going.
Yeah, you got your camp going. But you find yours appears to be a necklace of some sort. The note, which is again a little hard to read, it starts off in his handwriting, but then it seems that he got what's the butler's name again?
Paris.
Yeah, it seems he got him to help him write this. And it goes on to say that he stole this back when he was living in his old town from some rich dude who kicked him.
Does it even fit Cyril?
On Cyril, it would be a bracelet.
Why is Cyril so big?
He's a robot.
That doesn't mean he's big.
I don't know. It's just
But God, they're making him big these days.
He's an assassin.
fair. Still, it's a necklace. You could, whatever. Rhett says while the dude had the necklace, he watched a guy stab the dude, and then the guy that stabbed the rich guy got flung away from the guy, like as if like some sort of magical force did it.
Huh. All right then. So he's gonna take this present and he's gonna track down Rat.
Yeah, well, give me a minute. I'm gonna get to the rest of the people. Rat's basically just has these random artifacts he stole from random people while living in other locations, and he has no idea that they're powerful or magical. He just like, it's a pretty thing that the people will like. Also, this weird thing happened while the people had it.
I
Nestle,
just hope that
you-
they're just some minor artifacts. But,
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Yeah, they're small little things.
Nestle will open his.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So Nestle, the
I
one
say
that
Nestle.
you get. Yes. Okay. So yeah, you did say Nestle. You mean Neves?
I'm still waking up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, oh, I do. Oh, okay. I mean, I would have. I mean,
Yeah. So
Oh,
we'll get.
God.
Okay, I'll do yours, Sim. So the one that you get, it's a small dagger. The story that goes with it, he once saw a guy stab someone with this dagger that was really sick, and then the guy was no longer sick. It's a magic item that I like using in almost all of my games called the Healing Dagger.
Pretty common trope. Well,
It heals one more point of damage than it deals. Always.
interesting.
I am satisfied with this gift.
We have the healing javelin in the Wednesday game.
Yeah, but this one's not cursed.
What does a cursed healing javelin do?
It just means that the person is forced to keep that javelin equipped.
Ah, okay. That
Even
kind of
if you
curse.
throw it, it'll come back, reform back in your hand.
Gotcha.
And you cannot switch to... Like, the person that has it normally uses a two-handed glaive for a weapon, which means he can't use it whenever he uses the javelin.
Yeah, long story short, Cyril's basically is a necklace that does minor thorns damage to whatever hits him.
Oh, I thought it had like knockback or something.
Yeah, it has knockback. It throws them away and does like it sends off a blast that knocks people back to whoever hit them.
All right, so I've got thorns, knockback. I'm gonna see if I can get some fire aspect and bane of anthropods.
Minecraft.
Oh, that was good. Who wants their gift next?
Sure.
All right, so Varric, upon opening your gift, it's a ring.
Holding it between thumb and forefinger carefully, I will examine the ring.
It a fairly simple ring. However, it does have a bunch of really, really tiny rubies inlaid into it. One of the rubies is cracked.
Okay.
I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
On the inside of this ring, is there an inscription?
No.
You sure?
There's no
It
inscription.
doesn't
Yes.
say one ring to rule them one? Or a
No.
ring rule them all?
No.
No.
No, it's not.
That was a
that.
plain, unadorned ring.
Ring.
This might be like Narya or something like that, one of the other ones. Or the
Instead,
Elven
it
ring.
says Edward.
No, the note says that Rat, while he was living off in some secluded, he traveled around a lot. The town that he was in when you found him just happened to be the last town that he was in when shit went down and he had to hide. So he's been all over. He's just stolen from a lot of places. He said he stole this one from some monastery out in the middle of nowhere. From this really old mean monk who didn't feed him.
Please don't be Kajab.
Please don't be what?
It's a reference from old Exalted.
But so he says he saw this monk use this ring to create fire somehow. He's not sure. And when the fire was created, the cracked ruby that is there became cracked. It wasn't cracked before.
Okay.
There's about 20 in total that aren't cracked. You have it's got a limited amount of charges, basically.
Yeah, I kind of gathered that. Hokey dokey.
Yeah. You have Ring of Create Fireball, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Barrick, you're the last one.
Zuzha.
Sorry, Zuja, you're the last one.
Okay, and I'll take my Hand of Autochrononia.
No idea what that is.
Mm-hmm.
The Hand of Nestles.
What?
Creator.
Oh. Yeah. So
It's basically the key to open up the gate to...
Yeah. But yours is a whistle.
Okay.
Just a normal whistle. The note that Rat says he stole it from this again, a guy that was mean to him in some weird location. Most of these gifts were something he stole from someone who was mean to him. That he's now giving to you. He said he saw the guy blow the whistle and a bunch of deer came out of the forest and attacked something that he pointed at.
Okay.
You blow this whistle and it commands nearby enemies to do whatever you want them to do.
Nearby enemies?
Animals. It does not work on beast folk, but actual beasts themselves.
Interesting.
Yes.
I'm sorry, what does it do?
It's a ring of animal control. It's a whistle of animal control.
Okay.
It doesn't work on beast folk, but normal animals that are feral and whatnot, it works on.
That'll be useful.
Yeah. So, so it's been about a day. The army's gathered. You're ready to take off.
I think Cyril was trying to find Rat.
Yep.
Well, okay. So, are you all going to find Rat more or less?
I suppose.
Yeah.
You very easily find him. He's currently trying to run away from the butler because the butler's trying to give him a bath.
Is he walking into me or is he walking away from us?
He looks he's looking behind him and he actually directly like runs into you and falls down.
Just gonna bend over, grab him like beneath the arms, and lift him up.
Rat's going to hide behind you from the butler.
No. I am picking him up.
Yes.
Joke.
Okay, you're picking him up.
From underneath his arms.
He's squirming. No, I need to hide.
Раньше он его не любил. Но сейчас у нас жарко в Питере. 34, 35.
And then Cyril just kind of like looks at the butler.
Рюлька, много
He
нельзя.
goes, the butler says he needs a bath.
Много мороженого.
Cyril looks at Rat. Statement. Regular maintenance is usually mandatory.
Rid of my protective layers.
Query. Are these layers so protective if they cannot protect against water?
Huh.
It makes it the mud and the dirt makes it so that animals can't smell me so good.
Observation. There are few animals inside this establishment.
You never know.
Then just like, I'm gonna have Cyril
that's-
just do like a full 360-degree rotation of his head. And then he's going to go, Then he's going to say, survey. There are exactly this many animals of this type in this location.
7 squirrels, 5 robins, and 1 ferret.
And 1 Neves.
Yes, that too, but...
Do you have a problem with Neves? Ms. DM?
Yes.
No. I just...
Neves ain't afraid of a DM! He may not live through it, but he would try to fight. And I killed the group. I'm sorry.
I also found a special one. I found Mystic Mirror.
Hey, welcome back.
You can't hear it, but I'm slow clapping here.
Sending me to a timeout room, I don't get a notification sound of it happening.
Mhm.
Which means it's very detrimental to the stream.
You sent yourself, man. I don't know what we can do
No,
about
I
that.
did not. I know
I-
exactly who did it. The audit log reveals all.
Oh, is it Toshime?
Yep.
Ah,
Oh, I thought he tried. We thought you tried to send someone else to the timeout well, and you accidentally sent yourself.
Nope.
Well,
you didn't miss much.
No, you really didn't. It was mostly Rat going, yeah, I've seen Robbins kill people.
and Cyril just kind of replies with speculation. The ability for a Robin to properly kill an individual who has proper defensive training is less than 0.0001%.
Who for training?
Query, do you not possess proper training?
I didn't say they killed me. I know that one's trying to teach me things, but he wants to give me a bath, and I don't want a bath.
Recitation. Normal maintenance is required.
The butler's just, at this point is just gonna walk up and take Rat from you.
He kind of just hands Rat over.
What did you want to find Rat for, anyways?
Oh, he was going to give the necklace back to him.
Rat refuses to take it back.
Statement. I do not wear clothing, nor trinkets.
That one will help you.
He just looks at it and then looks back to Rat. Statement. I do not wear clothing or trinkets.
Rat is being drug off at this point.
Thank you, Rat.
You're welcome! As you hear a loud crash followed by Rat running out again.
Is he running past us?
Oh, he's
How is
avoiding
he-
you this time.
How is he getting away from Ferris?
Very good, evidently.
Well, these guys' protective layers, they make him very greasy.
Probably.
Well,
Yeah,
sure,
something like
but
that.
Ferris is also an Exalted.
The butler?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's a dragon.
He's also... Yeah.
Hmm.
Ferris comes out looking very confused. Also holding shards of a broken pot.
How did he break a pot? That's like... That's like not... That's significant.
Ferris goes, there was no pot in that hallway. I don't know where he got a hold of the pot.
I'm more concerned that he broke the pot. Oh, it's a... I'm guessing it's a ceramic pot, not just
Yes.
like a cast iron pot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ceramics. There's a lot more to Rat than just meets the eye. He's not just a kleptomaniac kid, but we'll get to that later.
He's an Exalted.
A little bit.
Oh no. Well, I guess if anyone's going to survive a bunch of Dragonborn Exalted destroying a town, it would probably be another Exalted.
Yes. He has no idea he's exalted, by the way.
Makes sense.
But Rat is an exalted.
What type, though?
He's a Ketamine. He came from a world very similar to this one, so he didn't bat an eye when he just woke up one day in a different world. Yeah. Which is why he's also moved around a lot, because he ended up here at a young age, and so he's kind of an orphan, and he has nowhere to be.
Okay, he ended up here at a young age. How old is he?
Like 16 at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a kid.
I mean, 16 isn't really a kid anymore.
He's a teenager, but he's a young lad. Comparatively to everyone else in the group, he's young.
When you were first describing him, I was thinking like 8 to 10.
Sorry, I should have been more specific on that. That's my bad.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
He's been traveling around, and he's still a kid.
Yeah,
but no, he's a teen now.
And he's a teen, but still kind of young. Anyways, yeah, no, he's been here. He's been in this world since he was around 7, so he's traveled a lot.
I was 7 years old when I was born.
You say this as a joke, but it tracks with what you are.
What?
You said that as a joke, but with you being a robot, that tracks.
Oh, I mean, if we're talking about Cyril, he was millennial when he was born.
Yeah, I was making a joke, though. It tracks. Like, you said it as a joke, but that tracks. Anyways. Now that Rat's Gifts is out of the way, we're on our way to the mountains, like a month away from here.
Unless people have faster travel.
Yeah. That would be up to all of you, because I don't know. More or less, it's just marching the Neves' army down there, because, yeah. It is outside of his territory, so there is that.
Are we taking the army?
Neves said he gathered the army.
Yeah, Neves doesn't go anywhere without his vanguard.
Fair enough.
Least of all to his in-laws.
I wasn't aware he was married.
I didn't know someone to... Yeah.
He's not married yet, but he will be.
I wasn't aware that anyone could handle his magnificent glory. Then again, I suppose Ferris might be a decent candidate for that. We'll see.
The question is, would Ferris marry Neves?
Probably not. But I couldn't answer for sure because, you know, Kurt plays him, so...
Yep, Kurt's not here. This is a weird topic that we just randomly got on.
When will Neves get married? And will he marry for love, or will he marry to expand his kingdom?
¿Por qué no los dos?
So yeah, Neves is going to get his army underway. Along the way, he will be looking to expand his territory.
Okay.
Because, if we're traveling that far, we might as well make it extra worthwhile.
Yes. So, let me grab a different color here real fast to mark a spot on the map. About a week I marked this one with purple. Oh, I gotta find the map again. Okay. A week into the journey, you find a small village that would be very easily taken over with the forces you have.
Sorry, what was that?
So I sent another image. It's in purple. It's kind of hard to see, but it's directly below your border. About a week into the travel, you find a small village that looks like it would be very easy to take over.
Why do I have the feeling that this is a trap?
Because you're Neves.
Hey, you're
These
outside
people
your
are defenseless.
You're
Too
outside.
defenseless.
You are outside of your borders. You can't tell where anything is here. You're probably on edge.
Neves is never on edge.
He's ready for a battle.
Yeah.
He is always... Well, I guess he is kind of always on edge, actually. He is always ready for a battle.
Yeah.
But it's more that he's always ready for victory.
Anyways.
Well, Neves will march his army into the center of this village.
Most of the village folk are hiding because an army just marched into their town and they don't know what's happening. The mayor does meet you in the center square.
Greetings! I am Neves, King of Conquerors. And I am here to add your village to my domain.
So, the mayor goes, so you finally showed up. We planned for this day, and he just hands you the keys to the mayor's house. Alright, here you go. Please don't hurt any of us. We're just farmers. They live semi-close to Neves' border, so they've heard of all the stories of what happens when people don't comply with Neves.
I mean, it's only the leadership that gets killed when they don't comply.
Cautionary. You are being conquered. Please do not resist.
They're just like, yeah, here, have the keys to the building. We're just gonna hide now. Please don't kill any of us.
My goal is to bring equality and prosperity to all. You will not be harmed. As long as you do not aid my enemies.
They just shrug. It's like, we're just farmers. We don't even know how to fight. The only person in this town that knows how to fight is Jimmy, and all he's got is a slingshot.
Not to worry. I will have people sent to train you within the month.
They just like, okay, can we go back to farming now? We're very scared.
Absolutely. Yes, bring
All
us
right.
all great prosperity. I will even aid with your crops.
Okay, my shotgun did a lot to him.
Neves will be claiming this region as part of his territory. And
I will update your territory.
Sweet. But this particular area, which he probably would have done for regions up in the, farming regions, would basically be keywords of prosperity, growth, health, I think would be good keywords.
How about protection?
Well, I can have 3, so yes. Yeah. Prosperity, growth, and protection.
All right, let me do this and resend the image. I chose the same color for your border for the expanded border. So, go. It's going in tabletop image again. There you go. There's your expanded border.
Woo! More territory! Hang on, that's that would be a milestone, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Congratulations.
I was going to give everyone a milestone this session anyways. So.
Oh.
You can no, I was going to give it, so this is actually a good justification for it. So.
No, if it wasn't.
Well, yeah, but people need to earn their milestones.
Well, yeah, but where you're going, you're getting. I was tempted to give one out last time when you learned what basically the BBBEG of this campaign is. But I chose to wait till you got a little bit more information, which is what you're going to get when you go to this location. So, as a whole, your group has learned something important, so I will give out a milestone. You know?
I think Neves is sad that it wasn't just him.
No, I'm just making a joke.
Yeah. This definitely helps towards getting that milestone, though.
What's that weird mustache-looking land?
Oh, that's just a bit of the border.
That's part of the wild.
Yeah.
We're going to have to take it.
Well, there's one on the other side, too.
I know. Both are required.
Speaking of the wild, I wonder if the Fairfolk would have anything to say about this Council of the Rebirth.
Probably.
You'd have to go towards the wilds and inform them and ask, but...
Noted.
Now, when you say the Fairfolk, do you mean the Fairfolk, the Fairfolk, or the Fairfolk?
The Fairfolk.
So,
fair.
Neves will also be sending a messenger to his capital, asking for one of the sergeants to come to train this, a squad.
Yes. There will be... There will be someone here to train this village in the art of actually taking care of themselves and not relying on other people to fucking fight.
Exactly. That is one of his goals, is to make sure that everyone can defend themselves, especially this close to, the wild.
Yes. They do they do inform you that the reason they haven't been bothered by those in the fair folk is they have a small, like, kind of like a trade deal. They give a portion of their food in forms of, just leave us alone, please.
It would more be the fair folk would take more of people instead because they eat emotions.
Yes,
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think they need food.
Yeah, it's like it's something along those lines of, like, yeah, we're just like, leave us alone and we'll give you whatever you want. Just please leave us the fuck alone.
So that would be sacrifices.
Yes,
they're the.
This is a group of. Yeah. This is a group of people who literally just want to be left alone.
They're the tribal village sacrificing villagers to the volcano god.
Yeah, more or less. They're like, oh, Neves like, okay, you don't have to do that anymore. We'll fix it. More or less is how I feel that would happen. Yeah. Anyways.
Moving on.
Moving on. You don't come across any other towns for the rest of the month that you're traveling?
Neves is still expanding his territory.
Yes.
Adding it all, but this area would be with the protective.
Yes. Anyways.
And watch out for other lunars' territory.
He killed me once.
Yeah, he would be keeping an eye out for that as well.
I couldn't jump past that.
You don't find any yet. So
Duke.
the book that Varric has states that there is a very, very well hidden mountain pass up to this temple of a sorts of where the last worshippers were known to be. Last known, I guess you could say. This is the last known, like, worshipping spot for them. So there's like a small temple to them up here in the mountains that's rather well hidden.
Okay.
Well, is there any indication on where they might be now?
Well,
we're heading to the last known location to see what's there.
Yeah, see if there's any clues there. Yeah. The pass is marked with in the wall, that the pass that you need to go to get to this temple. It's marked with a on the wall nearby. There will be a symbol of a it's a triangle, basically, that's carved into the wall. I'll draw it out later and send it. the best I can describe is like a geometric design of a bunch of triangles put together, carved into the wall. There are several passes through this mountain. You're looking for one in particular.
Okay. So how do we figure out which one we go through?
There, next to the pass you need, they're carved into the wall. There will be the symbol of a bunch of triangles put together in a geometric pattern. I'll draw it out in a minute or 5.
Okay, so I guess we will look for that.
Look for that.
Yeah. So you find 2 passes actually carved with this symbol. One of them looks newer. It's not as worn down and stuff.
I'm kind of trying to figure out if this is supposed to be a puzzle or something.
Oh, no, it's... You got 2 paths that will lead to the same point. There's just different things that will happen depending on which path you take.
Okay, so what are
There's one that's new. So there's a newer path, what appears to be a newer symbol carved into one of these passes. And then in the other path, it seemed to be the original one spoken of in the book.
I think we should stick to the original one for now.
I would agree.
Ditto.
All right, so this you start heading down this path, and it leads up and up into some cliffs that are... The path is extremely narrow. As you enter the path, behind you, a bunch of rocks fall, blocking you in. There is no going back this way.
Quick, Zuzha, punch the rocks once.
Basically. There's a lot of rocks here, and it would take a while to clear even with exalted powers. Is what I'm trying to say. There's one way forward now, through this pass.
Okay.
As you continue along the path, the path splits at one point. One goes left, the other goes right. This path, one path goes across a very, very rickety bridge, and then the path does continue, but it appears you'd have to jump some gaps. No. There's a sign on both paths basically saying both lead to the same point, they're just different kinds of tests. Basically, these paths were not designed for Exalted. They were designed for mortals. It's like, hey,
it's like a trial thing for mortals, but for us Exalted, it's like, yeah, we got it.
Basically.
I'm just gonna do a Hulk jump, from where we are up to the monastery or whatever.
Yeah. So Yeah, it's one was a test of faith, can you actually make the jumps? One was a test of strength, the making the jumps. The other was a test of faith. Do you trust that bridge that looks like it's about to fucking fall apart at the lightest step?
And you have your army. Which one are they
Yeah.
going to take?
Well, I will say that they get a lot of advantages on trying to pass.
Yes.
They get a lot of advantages for basically anything a Marten can do, and well, Martens are expert parkour artists, so
They'll take the jumpy path.
yeah.
All right. So they make it rather well. There was a bit of a moment where when they jump onto the first platform, it looked like it was going to come apart, but it was stabled. And at the end of the path that they reach, there is a box with a armband in it with a symbol of a fist. They took the path of strength, and these armbands are important, so I would take one.
What was the other available path?
It was, do you trust that bridge? Do you take the test of faith? The bridge looks like it was made to look like it was going to crumble at any moment.
Can I scan it for structural integrity?
You can scan it. While it appears to be like about to fall apart, it was built, and it even seems to be mildly enchanted a little bit so that it won't fall apart like ever.
I just walk across the bridge.
Cool. On the other side, there's a box with some faded armbands like in the other one, but rather than the symbol of a fist, there's a symbol of a book on them.
I grab it.
All right, cool. Keep this on you. You will need it.
And now it's
So,
a hat.
is there enough of the armbands for the entire army?
That's what I was going to ask.
Yes. They empty the box, but there's just enough.
Wouldn't you only need one band for an entire army?
Maybe. You don't know.
I think I get the joke.
I don't.
Be ashamed of yourself.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's an army.
It's an
It
arm
needs one
band.
armband.
Yep, there he goes.
I'm embarrassed to say I didn't understand it till he explained it either.
I'm not embarrassed to not have gotten it right away at all.
Anyways.
I mean, like a band of troops.
Yeah. Anyways. So, as you carry on, you get to this temple. And the doors that enter appear to have no visible handle. There are, however, two different doors going in, one carved with the symbol of a fist, the other with the symbol of a book.
Neves will go push on the one with the fist.
Do you have one of the armbands that was given to you? That with you?
Yes.
So you go to push this door and you just phase through it.
Zero kind of just walks to the other one.
The armbands act as keys. Otherwise, it's just a solid fucking wall.
Captain Keys.
I'm sure I could bust down the wall.
Probably. Then again, this is an old temple containing secrets that you need, so... When you... Before you, you see this grand foyer. There's... You enter into the first room of, like, a church. There's pews and a podium in the middle. You know, people could gather here to... on a set day or whatever. To hear the teachings of whatever gods.
Okay.
This is the first room that you all enter into.
Are there
To the-
any is there any literature in the pews?
Not in the pews, but on the podium you do find a giant Bible. This is the only way to describe it. The pages are faded and yellowed. It's old. The text basically reads it's all about their teachings and about basically that only through destruction can they basically believe that the lifespan of like the world is cyclical in a way. It needs to be destroyed for a new one to reborn, and it has far past its expiration date. And there's even like off in the corners of this room there seems to be like piles of stuff to burn things. Like there seems to be like places where people would go to destroy stuff because that's one of their teachings. They're basically a destruction cult. They want to destroy everything, so
Well, then Neves
They're
is going
worshippers.
to destroy one of the pews.
No, don't. They want you to.
They're giving in to their
yeah.
dark plan.
You destroy one of these. You go to like destroy one of these pews. Do you do it in the set location that was given for it, or no? Just destroy a pew.
Sorry,
Yes,
was
the
there a
location.
set location for it?
Yeah, I said there was 2 locations off the side where it looks like people went to destroy things. They're like,
Vestibules.
yeah.
Oh. Well, then Neves will pick up one of the pews and shove it into the spot.
So
destroying
the second the pew enters this vestibule, it erupts into a green flame
Cool.
and just burns away.
This is where we need Kerr.
They're enchanted areas to destroy whatever enters them. Basically, is what those
Wouldn't
locations
destroy
are.
Neves. Who wants to bet on if it would destroy Neves?
Neves is going to pick up Cyril and throw him in.
No.
Yeah, just like let's not like do that because realistically, these could kill your characters just because of the way they function.
I don't know. These really seem like trivial enemies to me. Like, they can't even fight. And I take no damage from trivial enemies, so I think I'd be fine.
Understandable. But the ones who don't function that way could be destroyed by these.
Actually, I think most of us have that kind of thing.
Let me put it this way. The thing that you just did gave them essence.
Yeah, you strengthened the enemy, basically, by doing that.
Good job.
Well, he's going to repeat the process on the other side.
The same thing happens to the last pew.
Why do you do the things you do?
For
Because
science!
he is the way he is.
There is more doors. These ones aren't locked like the other ones were. They're just normal doors.
And
these doors lead deeper into the temple.
Does Neves want to make a wish since he made a basic prayer?
By the way, as you destroy the second pew, you hear the whispers in your brain going, "Good, the fire feeds us."
Oh, well, if I heard that with the first one, then I wouldn't do it with the second.
It didn't happen till the second.
Oh, okay.
Hero's gonna throw a pew into the fire net now.
Yeah, there's doors at the back that lead deeper into the temple. There's specifically 8 different doors at the back.
Alright, what's so different about these doors?
Well, they're not locked. They do each have a different symbol on it.
Go on.
The symbol, I don't have these symbols fully planned out, but each symbol pertains to a different one of the 8 different gods.
So just tell us which one is for which god.
Yeah, so... Hang on. There's... The first door is carved with a symbol of wheat. This god, he didn't have a name. He, however, was a god of the harvest who got recruited by this group later into their spiel.
Primordial, not God. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean. I'm just referring them to as gods, as that's what the people who worship them believes them to be. If that makes sense.
Yep.
So that was like his domain, was like the harvest, specifically of wheat. They were minor gods that pulled together their power to form greater power. The next door next to that, it simply has a symbol of doors. It has another door carved into the door. It was a god of doors.
God of door.
Wait, I thought we were dealing with the Neverborn.
You are. The Neverborn are primordials that were...
So you know how gods can be kind of just normal people? These were a bunch of people who happened to be gods who kind of just formed a cult about these Neverborns.
Yeah. These Neverborns were, yeah, they corrupted people into believing they were gods and of these specific things and whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, I thought there were just like legit gods who worship the Neverborns. Because like you can have normal people who are just gods.
Well, no,
Yeah.
you cannot
No.
have normal people that are gods,
No.
and the gods banded together to make the.
Yeah, the 8 Neverborn basically formed a cult that pulled their power. They didn't have a lot of power before until they pooled their power. And they corrupted a group of people to basically worship them into being so that they can feel like gods and be justified in what they're doing. They believe what they tell the people, but they just need help doing it. This cult has been going on for ages, according to the book. It's just had many different iterations. This is one of them. This is the location of one of them. The last known one. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's there's what the people believe to be a god of the wheat harvest, the god of doors, really stupid minor things like that.
I mean, as was stated by the guy who's not here right now, his name is blanking from my mind. Kerr.
Kerr's character.
As far as Kerr went, like you could have like a god of toasters and stuff like that.
Yes. It's literally like stupidly dumb shit, minor things like that.
Does one of these doors have a toaster symbol on it?
No.
Yes, the god of protogens.
So we got wheat, we got doors. What else?
There's wheat. There's one of wheat. There's one for doors. There's also holes. There is just the carving is just it's like a burned hole in the wood. Just god of holes.
God of glory holes.
Just holes.
Really,
Holes
Nestle?
Holes and
You?
I'm sorry.
Glory holes would be included in holes.
It's getting used a lot today.
Well, no, Moriarty's gone to the lake now.
I could not resist.
Okay, are you cooled off from your dip in the well there, Nestle?
Yep.
Okay.
I couldn't resist, I'm sorry.
So we've got wheat, doors, holes.
Is the mouth a hole?
What?
Is the mouth a hole?
It's a food hole.
It's a pie hole.
Word hole.
Anyways. The one after that has a carving of a deer skull. It is specifically the god of the death of deers.
Weird. Okay.
Again, it's very minor and weirdly specific. Those are the ones that are for the male gods. That they convinced this cult to believe they were. The female, the difference between the male doors and the female doors is one is a lighter wood, and that's the female doors. But there's four female and four males in this group. And one of the females is the goddess of chickens.
A chicken or an egg?
No, just chickens. Not the eggs, just chickens.
The symbol of a chicken, then, I guess?
Yes.
Okay.
The one after that is it's not a full arrow, it's just the fletching on an arrow. Goddess of fletching. After that, the next symbol is a wheel. It's the goddess of wheels. And the last one is a cog. Not machinery, just cogs.
I think the most powerful god here is the god of holes, because holes are like everywhere.
I'm sorry, but am I the only one that's just completely lost right now on all this?
Okay, so this cult convinced these Neverborn convinced a group of people that they were these minor gods who want to who desire destruction as part of their tenets.
Okay.
And so this group, the people who built this, the mortals who built this temple, they devoted a room each to these different gods, one each for the different Neverborn that started this cult, that to supply, basically, that to aid them in the destruction of all things. They convinced a group of people that they were gods, and part of our tenets is to destroy things.
Okay. So we have not seen anybody living here or visiting here.
This was the old temple.
This is the old temple. There was the other path that seemed newer.
I want to walk into the holy door.
So
well,
you enter this.
I'm sorry. Can I just get caught up here because I am still lost? Okay. So
basically
you said there's
these Neverborn. Yeah. So at the very start, there was the two different paths you could have taken. One of them the carving looked newer.
Yes, I thought that the one of those paths led to the bridge, and the other one was the jumping thing.
Oh, no. So
first,
the old path. So there's the two separate paths you took, and then you took the old path, which has all these trials that mortals had to go under to prove their faith to these Neverborn.
Okay.
And then after that, you reached the temple.
Okay.
Inside the temple
this
was the fuse.
is us trying to track down why we keep getting all these whispers, right?
Yes. Yeah, okay. You've learned that these whispers are probably coming from this specific group of Neverborn.
Okay.
Through Nestle's character.
Varric.
Yeah, Varric. through Varric getting a book from his contacts.
Okay. So in this temple, has there been any sign?
My hamster is getting antsy. If we be adventurers, let us adventure.
I'll get to that influence in a moment, Wolfab. Has there been any sign that anybody's been here for a while? Or been here in a while?
There is signs that someone has been here. Not recently, but within a bit, because there's, like, this place is really freaking dusty because it's an old temple. You can see, like, a set of footprints in the dust.
Okay. Now, so we had the little fire things.
Yes. So you're basically in a church area where the mortals who worshipped these Neverborn came to worship. And at the back wall, there are a set of 8 different doors, one for each of the Neverborn.
Okay.
And they had convinced these mortals that they were these minor gods of these hyper-specific things.
So I take it right now we're basically trying to decide which of the doors to go through first.
Yes. There was... And I described each one had a different symbol on it for, like, their hyper-specific, like, what they were, quote-unquote, god of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm understanding it now. Sorry.
Yes. What happened with the influence?
I'll send it to you in PM.
Alright. I was going to do something similar anyway, so yes. Oh my god. So, who said they wanted to enter the hole door? It was Cyril,
I believe that
right?
was Cyril.
I was going into the holy door.
Yeah, okay, so you open the door to the God of Holes. You step in and you fall about a solid foot.
Okay.
This room is a big fucking hole with a bed in the middle, as well as a bunch of, like, papers on a desk next to it on a wall. The Neverborn used avatars of themselves, like what they created, avatars that they created to talk to these people and whatnot. And these rooms were where mortals came to get wisdom from their specific gods, basically. And you entered the one for the God of Holes.
Yes, the holy door.
Yes. So the Neverborn did use these rooms as, like, their, like, personal location to, like, while on our plane to, store information and whatnot.
Also, is this really a hole if it's all just a hole?
Well, it's comparatively to what you were, yes, it's a hole.
It's a foot deep hole.
It's a foot deep. Like, you open the door, you step in, and you fall a foot.
I assume it's more that I hop down because he doesn't just walk in without looking. But yeah, he just hops down, sees there's some papers. I'm gonna go pick up the papers.
All right, so on these papers, there's a bunch of various symbols and whatnot. These appear to be instructions of a summoning ritual. To summon this specific one of the Neverborn.
be
I'm
useful.
gonna bring that to Varric.
All
And
right.
also, is he able to actually read them?
You can't. There's really not a lot of like writing describing what they are, but just from looking at the images and of what's going on, you were able to infer that this is probably a summoning ritual.
Fair enough.
Are you going into any of the other doors, or
Well,
what's going on?
I've already been to the Holy Land.
Haha.
I'll go check out the wheat door, I guess.
So, upon opening this door, you enter into what looks like a wheat field. Most of the wheat's dead, but it looks like what was to be a wheat field.
Interesting.
However, there are fresh crops that were planted from like the person who was here before you.
Hmm.
You know, they planted fresh crops. They didn't really take care of them. They just replanted wheat, and there's like minor sprouts coming out.
Okie dokie. Search the area for any papers or whatnot.
You find a similar desk with similar papers. The symbols are different, but they seem to be of the same kind of idea.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess we'll be taking these from each of the rooms.
Yeah,
Just leave the
every
rest of
room
them all
has.
suit.
Yeah, every room has a different has a different set of papers for summoning that specific being, basically.
Okay, well, papers assemble. Let's get them
Yeah.
all together, I guess. What's in the door of doors? Let me guess. Is there more doors?
Yes, it's a room of it's a room that it's filled with doors that just open up to more doors.
How adorable.
God.
Anyways,
You're really using that well.
You open a door, there's a door. You open another door, there's a door. And then you open a door, and then there's the band, the doors.
We're just as confused as you are.
yeah. By the way, every single one of these rooms seems bigger than it should be. Comparatively with where the doors are each. It seems like some of these rooms would overlap, but they don't.
Artist rooms.
Anyways, I will be right back before I continue describing these things. I have to go to the bathroom.
Dokele.
Have fun. Hope everything comes out okay in the end.
And sorry, Zim, you can't throw Wolfab into the lake.
I will find a way. Hey, Wolfab, will you come join voice?
The trap.
No, it's definitely not a trap.
Pretty sure it's a trap.
No, I just want him to come join voice real quick. You know, that's all. Perfect.
No.
Yep.
There we go. See, I told you I'd find a way.
I can't believe you fell for that. That was like the first attempt. It wasn't even a very good one.
Tried to tell him it was a trap.
Cut off killed you. Text is your domain. Oh, great, he's a minor god.
Well, as long as he's getting some good ore.
Minor, haha.
I didn't get it at first. Alright, to the stratosphere.
Oh, what did I come back to?
Joking about minor gods, and he asked, "What is he mining?"
Or at least he as long as you find some ore or something along those lines.
You know, I'll tell the story later.
Today's
Anyways.
session is brought to you by bad puns.
Better watch it, Moriarty. You only got 2 more timeout places to go.
Okay. No, I'll tell the story later.
You are cutting out.
Better?
Somewhat?
Not really.
Hang on.
There it goes.
Yeah, that was fine.
And then everything goes quiet.
Ruby. Ruby.
Trying to do something.
Ruby.
Ruby, 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 Ruby. Come, open your heart.
I don't think I have the medical license for that.
Well, then I guess I'll just have to open your brain.
No.
Why not? It'll be fun.
Can I open my soul instead?
Nah, gotta be your brain. It's the brain or the heart.
Fun for whom?
When you say brain, do you mean my CPU or my RAM, or what are we going for?
Ruby replied, "I need to reset my PC. It's not letting sound through."
Ah, okay. Oh, did you sell your soul to Chim, Wolfab? I know he's been collecting those for new tales. Not yet. I'm sure you'd get a good price out of it if you sold it to him. Right, Jim? I don't know if he can hear me. Well, I suppose we might as well have ourselves a Marten video. Oh, you sold it to miniature manufacturers. Okay.
Yes, it's the Armed Bandit.
What? Oh,
GIF.
The Marten video. At this point, I'm sitting here like, okay, what is that a pun of? I don't know, but I don't trust it.
It would have been a slot machine pun.
Nice, Draco. Except Martens are a lot more gentle about it. At least when they like you. Cats have no sense of claws hurt.
I beg to differ. Mine seem to know, they just might not care.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Cats do know that they hurt, and they don't care. Yeah, that sounds more accurate. Speaking of, where is my kitty?
Probably causing trouble somewhere.
Nah, she's probably asleep. Most likely over on that chair. Yep. Hi, kitty. She's growling, or she's glaring at me for daring to call her.
You woke her up. No, you woke her up.
Joke.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Oh, hello? Good.
Welcome back.
Sorry, I had to reset my PC.
Uh-oh.
That's just a Marten GIF.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought someone actually broke something.
Yeah, okay. Where was I when I left?
The door of doors.
Yeah, so after opening what seems like hundreds of doors, you get to a desk with their papers on it.
Alright, snag up those. I'm back. Oh, I did my 2.
Alright, so there was... See, what was after doors? What were the other ones I described?
Bowls, deer skull, chicken, fletching, wheel, and
right.
cog.
Right. The god of the death of deers was next on the list.
I mean, are we gonna each go into different doors, or should I just go into each of them, or what are we doing here?
I guess I'll take the deer door.
So when you enter, it seems to be almost a pet cemetery, but only for deers. On the far back wall of...
Okay. I'm sorry to do this, but it's just deer. No
yes.
S. No
well,
S.
Still.
The plural of deer is deer.
You know what I mean, though.
I do, but it's still...
It was bugging you.
Yes.
So, on the far back wall is yet another desk with more papers.
Neves is going to take a look at these papers.
These papers they're all different depending on which room you go into, but they all have the same general idea, it seems, of summoning something.
And in the cemetery room, I'll blow the whistle.
So you blow the whistle, and the ground starts breaking at the graves. Yes, it even works for dead ones.
Well, that room's complete.
Yep.
Take the papers and take them with everybody else.
All right. So after that one was chicken, yes?
That was deer.
Yeah, that was deer, but next is chicken, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So, when you enter, it seems to be a people-sized version of a chicken pen.
Interesting.
Yes. And then in
Neves is going to
one of
check
the
for eggs.
you find a single egg.
Is it a chicken egg?
It looks to be a chicken egg.
How old does it seem?
It seems neither old nor fresh.
He'll leave it be then.
Okay.
Go ahead, Varric.
Fletchings, I guess.
Yeah. So, in one of the nests, in this one, rather than in a desk, you find the papers literally just in one of the nests.
Okay.
After that, it was specifically the fletching of arrows. Not arrows, just fletching. Correct?
Yeah.
All right. So when you enter this room, you take a step forward at like what you think was ground, but then you just fall about waist deep into a pile of feathers.
Good times. Any furniture in the room? Should I just forage around in the?
There's off in the corner you can see like what appears to be like some kind of drawer sticking up out of the feathers, but only just barely the top of it.
Interesting.
Would you head over there and look in one of the actual lower drawers, which is filled to the brim with feathers, but there's also the papers you need.
Okay. Papers.
Yes. see, and then after feathers was what again? Sorry.
Wheel.
Wheel. So
Well, I'm glad I took notes.
yeah, no, I have these like off on my own notes, but I don't have my notes in this room at the moment, and I need to get up and grab them.
Fair enough.
So when you enter the wheel, it's just the room is just circular, and the floor is a wagon wheel. Off on each spoke seems to lead to different, like one leads to one of the spokes leads to a kitchen, another one leads to a bedroom. There's also a desk on one of the spokes that will give you the papers you need.
Okay. Going to desk, grabbing the papers.
Yep. So, and then final room was cogs. In this room, you enter, and the floor, the ceiling, the wall, it's all just interconnected cogs spinning around doing absolutely nothing other than spinning.
Pick up a rock and put it in one of them.
You hear a loud screeching and grinding as everything grinds to a halt.
Well, my work here is done. Look for some papers. Moving on.
You find them underneath one of the cogs, like behind it on the wall.
Okay.
Did you just break it?
Probably.
They stopped every cog in the room, because once one stops, all of them stop.
Which just gave them the group more power.
Did it?
You destroyed something.
Oh well, it was still fun.
You specifically destroyed something in their temple.
Maybe that'll get their attention. Let them know we're looking for them.
They'll start whispering more to you.
That's fine. I can deal with whispers. Alright, so we have the 8 assembled papers for summoning the various quote-unquote gods.
You do.
Do we want to try one of them? Or do we want to explore the other temple?
We're trying to keep them from being summoned from hell.
I thought we were going to just try to destroy them.
Yeah, well, there's several ways you can play this. The items needed for each various summoning, none of which is in this temple.
Ah.
So you can't do the summoning at this point. It's also the DM's way of saying these summoning rituals are to summon the various boss fights, and you're going to have to go out and find things that I don't and I don't have the fights ready yet.
Gotcha. Hawky dokie. Shall we press on to the other temple? See if we can find any cultists to kill? Anyone?
Response. I would enjoy eliminating some.
You are not prepared.
That was louder than I expected it to be. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, what you do, you can go to the other temple. You've got, actually, the important thing. The other temple was a bonus area, I'm going to be honest.
That's all right. Bonus areas are fun. I'm open to suggestions.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'll store all the papers along with the book in my cache egg.
Yep.
Adventure awaits. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yeah.
Is that from the Great?
No, it's from a video.
A YouTube channel.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
By the way, great show if anyone actually wants to watch it.
Great show if anybody cares.
Yeah. So we want to go start the scavenger hunt, or do we want to go check out the other temple?
Statement. I have no opinions.
We have time to gather the items. We're already here. We can go to the other temple.
Sounds good to me.
I do believe that going to the other temple might be the best option either way, as that may bring more information we need.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I'm assuming there's no connection between this temple and the other one, so we gotta go back.
No. You gotta go back.
Punch the rocks!
Yeah, you gotta punch the rocks. You gotta clear your way through.
That's actually a good point. Can we?
You can clear it. It's gonna make some noise.
I mean, can we do a search for secret passages or something? Or, I mean,
if you want to search for secret passages, that would be a sagacity roll.
Luckily I got that.
Can we just climb over the rocks?
But yeah, but they're
not.
checking this temple here for. Yeah, no.
Here.
So sagacity plus one of my attributes.
Yeah.
So finesse.
You've got to describe how you're doing it.
Yeah.
Probing around the walls. Perhaps
Scanning.
around the altar.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5.
5. You don't want to allow it. You find a trapdoor underneath a rug.
Reroll 10s.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah, it's like
they explode.
It's good enough.
They count as 2.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
And
that's another 10.
Another 10.
Yep, I'm working on it.
That's another
There's
10.
another one.
Nice.
There you go.
So that's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I go straight to the rug.
Great. Yeah. You find.
You're breaking up.
You good? We good?
Yep.
Yeah, that's better.
All right. So you find a trapdoor underneath a rug. The rug seems. It seems newer than the rest of the stuff here. Which was what prompted you to investigate it. And underneath was a trapdoor, which leads to a passage.
All right.
So we found a passage?
We found a passage.
All right, let's go.
All right.
So
going.
Passage down this the path down this passage takes about an hour-ish.
Okay.
To go. And you come up in a room. This appears to be. This is a brand new, very lavish bedroom. And you all come up to a very, very startled man in very opulent robes.
Oh, hello.
I'd like to draw my weapon on him.
You may. You draw this weapon on him as he was just about to call for guards.
Cautionary. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
He stops the second he sees the weapon.
Do any of us recognize him?
You wouldn't recognize him. He's just some random guy. He is the leader of this cult at the moment.
Does he recognize any of us?
He'd have heard of Neves.
Neves, king of conquerors, reaches even to this distant land.
You've
We don't
conquered
actually announce that.
you. I mean, yes, you would have. Your fam would have reached even to this distant land because you've conquered a good portion of the world.
The Northeast.
So what's the plan, Neves?
I'll get back to you when I form one.
I've got this guy at weapon point, so we've got time.
Varric will ask who he is.
You know, that's a great place to start, yes.
Why did it?
This is why I've got Varric as one of my minions.
He stammers. He stammers out. Like not what I tell them. The rest of the group I am. My name's just Joe. I thought I could make a quick butt forming a random cult.
Joe, really, Joe?
Look, I found
Should
that.
I eliminate this organic?
I found that other temple, and it seems
Stand
like
by,
some
Cyril.
kind. Look, I found that other temple while I was running away from home one day, and then I'm like, hey, I can make this into a cult and get some money.
I see. So you didn't happen to realize this was an actual temple at some point in the past, right?
I mean, the old temple, I realized it was a temple at some point in the past. I saw all their shit. I burned something, and that was cool. And I'm like, I can make this into a cult. So I did.
I see.
I
Half the
think
people
we
out
should.
there.
I really think we should make an example of him. Public execution.
Joe's face just goes white at this mention of this.
Do you happen to know anything else about this place before we have you executed?
I mean, I got a bunch of shiny trinkets that I stole from the place over there in a drawer.
You wouldn't happen to know where the actual cultists of this place are currently hiding out, do you?
A week ago, some guys came over claiming that we were blasphemers and heretics.
Say where they were from?
So they said that they're set up somewhere further deep in the mountains.
Deeper to the east, to the south?
South. I found that rather hard to believe, though, because I don't know of any paths that deep, and I grew up in this area. So either they have a really, really well hidden path, or they were lying. I don't know. I didn't pay too much attention to them. I turned them away. Sister Sarah out there might know, though. She followed them.
Thank you.
Let's check the trinkets.
Yep. Dude.
Yeah. So none of these are minor artifacts or anything like that. But they are like they seem to be really old personal belongings of the old cult. There's like a locket with a image of another woman in it, of a woman and a woman, like, stuff like it's all like stuff that he stole that he thought he could sell later from the other temple because it looked pretty or whatever.
Hmm.
However, you do have there are photos you can probably find there. There's photos, documents. There's even a diary in one of them talking about their life before.
I suppose we should take all that.
Yeah. The one you could actually the one with the diary actually has a last name, so you could probably track down their descendants if they had any or whatever. You know what I mean?
And
I'm
Neves
assuming they're
probably
still
knows,
involved.
since this guy was about to call guards, there's some able-bodied people for your...
Yeah.
Query, may I exterminate this organic now?
I mean,
It's Neves who needs to decide.
It's
I mean,
kind of Neves's decision there, I guess.
Well, let's go have a chat with your guards.
okay. Hang on, I gotta put on a crown. And he just picks up like this, like,
Neves
crown off the
grabs
side.
him by the shoulder before he can.
Do you want them to attack you? Because otherwise I gotta put on the crown.
They're welcome to try.
I think they're more likely to attack you without the crown.
It's a
Neves
weird
just-
symbol that we came. It's like, look, it is a thing that we came up with. If I'm ever in distress, I will not be wearing the crown, and they need to do something about it. Okay, I'm just trying to help. I don't want to die.
Neves just ignores his pleas and drags him out to the other room.
oh boy.
And we're walking.
So
And we're
you
walking,
exit
and
out
we're
to
walking,
two
and we're walking,
really
and we're
like.
stopped.
Okay, so you exit the door, and there's two big, like, buff, like, bodyguards there, just right outside the door. They look not like they'd be part of a cult. They seem to be hired mercenaries.
Do they appear to be immediately hostile?
And
They're
do they
reaching
appear-
for. Well,
Do they
they
appear to be
reached.
exalted?
They.
'Cause if
They
not, we
appear to-
really have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, they're not exalted.
Okay.
They are reaching for their weapons, just like, going on. Do I stab? Not stab? I don't know. I don't get paid enough to think.
I advise you not to make any hostile moves.
They shrug. You've got the boss, so he's who pays us.
See, the crown wasn't necessary, was it?
And I'll go.
Joe just goes.
I'll pocket the crown.
The crown is just a normal crown. It's really pretty, though.
I'll pocket it anyway.
All right.
So, you wish to run a cult, is it?
Me? Joe's like, well, I mean, I thought I could make money off of it, and I did.
Squeezing his shoulder.
He's like, look, I just thought I could make money off of doing it.
Where are the rest of your followers?
They're out in the common room. It's prayer time.
Suggestion. Should we give them a proper reason to pray?
Again, are we going out to the common room, I guess?
I've asked a question.
Yeah, he asked a question. I was waiting for a response.
Sure.
Give him a proper reason to pray.
Let's put the fear of Neves in him.
Have him change from a cult from the Neverborn to the cult of Neves.
There you go.
There is only one that is worthy of worship, and certainly not this feeble cult that you have assembled.
I mean, it was working well till y'all showed up.
You know, I'm really trying hard to come up with a reason not to kill you.
You're a conqueror, right? I can tell you where my town is.
I am certain that my scouts have already found it.
It's nowhere near here.
Then I will get to it in due time.
Okay.
So, we're gonna go to the location of everybody with the praying and the praying, rather.
Yeah, the common room. You come out to, well, what looks like a normal cult doing prayer.
Neves will throw Joe down onto the ground.
The rest of the cult gasps and go, "The leader! What's going on? Where did they come from?"
This one has been fooling you. There is nothing to worship here.
One of the girls on the back, "God damn it, I knew it! Why do all the pretty ones have to be fake?"
Is this guy pretty?
He's kind of a handsome guy. He's a handsome-ish dude.
I don't think so.
I honestly...
No,
I honestly just pictured an entirely bald man.
I was kind of picturing that, bald, fat.
He's
I
not.
wasn't picturing fat, but I was definitely
No.
picturing like 60s.
No, he's not. He is a semi-young-ish man.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's just young and dumb.
Yeah, he's young and dumb. Really young and stupidly dumb.
If I make people pray to something, I can make money.
Yeah. I can convince them to pay me dues to be in the cult or whatever.
Nice.
We all just gloss over the fact that the one's like, why do all the pretty ones have to be fake? Like, this isn't the first cult she's been a part of.
I thought she was just making a statement in general, not necessarily about cults.
It's like, why do all the pretty ones have to be fake? It's like said in such a way, like, this isn't her first rodeo of this sort.
There's lots of pretty, pretty ones.
People easily swayed by charisma. I will have to idle for a little bit in about half an hour to get some dinner. Be back up though.
Will we be still running in half an hour?
I don't know. Just
We're
announced it.
supposed
Yes, we
to
are.
go for another hour.
Okay.
Alright.
Hey, and all. If anybody's to be worshipped, it should be Neves over here. And all.
Yeah, feel free to worship him.
Roll presence finesse.
Yes.
Oof.
And that's a big fat goose egg. Oh wait, it's a 1.
It's a 1.
Got me
One
so
success.
excited about it being an egg, and then you just dashed my hopes and dreams against the rocks. Rude.
I will give you that the one who's like, who's just been a part of hundreds of different cults at this point goes like, yeah, all right, sounds okay.
And Zim, for having worshippers, you actually get essence back quicker.
Wait, really?
Yes. It's part of the merits.
Well then, yes, I definitely want more worshippers.
You want to try convince them?
You've got one already.
Presence and a no, not physique. Force. Yes. That will be good. I need more dots and presence.
And Zim, there was a voice act something.
Yeah, those don't work during a tabletop stream. Not to mention, Tanya didn't actually put in anything to voice act it as. Well, I got a higher overall total than you, like, 37 versus 30, but only a 1.
You get the one chick. The one chick's
wait.
like, she looks at Neves and goes, "Yeah, he's kind of hot. I could worship that."
Why are all the pretty ones a lie? Oh, this one's pretty. Let me go for that one. She immediately does not learn her lesson.
She's been a part of hundreds of cults. Of course, she's not going to learn her lesson from this.
She's literally made a valid observation that she has come to a conclusion of her own volition, and then she's like, well, let me just ignore the fact that I did that.
Well, yes, but the difference is, Neves is a conqueror and a king.
But is he hot?
Hell yes.
So put a point in followers on your merits.
Bloop. So, have I convinced all of them to follow me yet?
Out of all of them, you got the girl. I mean, you rolled a 1, though.
Well, yes, but we're also talking about Exalted, where, like...
Yeah.
It's
you got most of them.
Yeah, it's a
Can I threaten the rest of them?
different for,
Yeah. You get most of them.
Can I threaten the rest of them?
You can do whatever you want.
What would I roll for this?
What are you trying to do? How are you trying
frighten
to
them into
threaten
follow-
them?
With my weapon.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so
Then
it'd
that would
be
be-
force.
Like Neves goes up and says, "Hey, you should follow me." And then some people are like, "Yeah, that sounds good." And then I raise my gun. Well, not gun, but it's I think it's a bow. I still don't know exactly what it is. I still am blank on armors and weapons.
You raise your shooty thing.
Yeah. And that's force?
It would be force and the normal
Presence.
yeah.
Presence? Okay, that's 6. 60-10? Okay. Well, I got a 10, that explodes. I got another 10, that explodes. 1 cancels out that last 10, so that's 3 successes. Right?
Yeah. I'll give you the rest.
So Neves goes up there and says, "Follow me," and like a few of them are like, oh, "Okay, yeah, sure." And then like Cyril just raises his weapon, and everyone's like, "Yeah, okay, yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll support by putting the crown on Neves.
It's a really fucking pretty crown.
Neves has no need for such trinkets.
Okay,
It's
then I'll
expensive,
take it back.
Oh no, he'll keep it. He's just
Neves
not
has
gonna
no needs for such trinkets. Don't touch it.
He does not need to wear it, but he will keep it as a trophy.
The trophy of that one time I got a cult to follow me.
They still follow me to this day.
I was going to get to that, Odd Socks. Neves is going to nod as they are all presumably, crying their undying devotion to him.
At least that's what he's interpreting. Because some of them are literally just crying out of fear.
Aren't those the same thing?
Something,
Yes.
something, cry of fear.
It's close enough.
Well, since you all are devoted followers now, I will need to anoint you. Is there a nice throne in here? Or something
Yes.
he could turn into
There's
a throne?
there's legitimately a throne.
Perfect. He is going to sit down in it and gesture for everyone to form a single file line and come up one at a time. And he will just be using his...
In this video, I'm going to show you what
called.
sounds by the disabled can make.
The one that makes people into beast.
Gotta be quiet for this.
In this video, I'm going to show you what sounds by the disabled can make.
Okay, now we're good.
Right.
Sorry, it's important. Martens are important.
You get a mix of race. Weirdly, most of beast folk, like mix of races of the beast folk in this one. Weirdly, most of them become birds.
So, he is able to choose what they become, but he will take in he will take their requests into consideration.
Most of them, I like the idea of a cult of birds following Neves, so
fair enough.
That's just my.
Yes, I mean, somebody's got to lay the eggs for his army.
Exactly.
Query, what should be done with the cult leader?
Sarah really wants to kill a guy.
Neves will gaze down upon the pathetic former leader from his new throne. We do have an influence. Allow me to send that to you.
Sorry, someone came to talk to me. What was going on?
We have an influence.
Oh, all right.
I sent it to you.
All right, one of them is a Japanese Marten, then.
That one will be conscripted into the army.
Yes, good.
So,
ooh, they're cute.
Did you have to look up a Japanese Marten?
I did. They look like a little orange peel.
I have several Marten videos of them.
My hamster is getting antsy. If we be adventurers, let us adventure.
Apparently the viewers are just going to decide what all of my cult looks like.
You just do an influence for it. Oh, you know what? I like the idea. Let's do it. Anyone that wants to, yeah.
Well,
Okay,
I
love that.
You know, the ones that look strong enough, he will conscript into the army.
The ones that are getting through this influence are going in the army.
Anyways, Neves is going to be sitting upon his new throne, looking down upon the lowly former cult leader.
Cyril is aiming at the guy's head.
Why should I let you live?
I gathered them all here in the first place.
And what are you going to do to make yourself worthwhile to me?
I mean, all the money I made from them's in that room over there.
I can easily just take that after you're dead. But if you do not wish to actually give me a reason to keep you around, then I suppose I shall just dispatch of you. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. He can't really give you a reason to keep him around. He's panicked. He doesn't want to die, but he can't give a reason.
A shame.
All right. Now, does Neves want to do the killing himself, or will he let Cyril do it?
Oh, he definitely believes that the one that passes the sentence should be the one that actually carries it out. So he will bring his spear up and lower it towards the former cult leader.
Great fun! Right, Boo?
Ooh, a major.
Oh.
I mean, technically Neves couldn't do this, but influence is influence.
I'll allow it.
So Neves wouldn't be able to make that happen, but, you know.
Okay. I like the idea that with this surge of new followers, you're briefly able to do it.
Well, as Neves is about to plunge the spear in, he stops for a moment, kind of looks down at the cult leader, and just seems contemplative before smiling and spinning his spear around to press the butt of it to the leader's nose. And thus, he is now a regular Marten. As a pet and companion to Neves's familiar.
Good. It is currently doing tiny tornadoes on the ground.
Well, I suppose we shall have to gather all of these together. Captain! And he would summon, you know, one of his army.
Duke.
Yep, they approach it. You're.
I am distracted by Marten stealing egg.
Egg.
I am jealous of Marten stealing egg.
Hey, Neves now has a cult of birds. Okay.
Yes, but I don't have an egg. I myself don't have eggs.
Egg.
Sounds like an easy fix.
Not very easy, no. Especially not while streaming.
Fair.
So, Neves will inform the captain to ransack this temple, carry out anything of value, and burn it to the ground.
All right.
Obviously without everyone in there.
Yes.
He does not want any, heathen cults going on in his territory.
So you're claiming these mountains as part of the or the surrounding area as part of the territory?
He is very much claiming it, yes.
All right, I'll have to update them. Second.
You are breaking out a bit.
Yeah, sorry. I'll have to update your map. Give me 1 second.
No worries. No rush. For the record, by the way, Neves is able to turn into a bird and just fly wherever he wants.
Good.
And so it will make it much easier for him to actually claim the territory.
Yes.
We have another influence.
Okay.
Jeez, all you people are coming in here at the end of the stream, or near the end.
Yunk. A multi... Oh. All right, so your one of your commanders approached you as they're looting out. It's like, "Sir, we found something interesting."
And what is that?
Well, we found this chest that has a lot of locks. It's made of gold, and we can't find any of the keys.
Perhaps I was a little too hasty in my sentencing of the former cult leader.
Well, that's too late now.
Oh, well. I'm sure we can get it open back at Silverhaven.
What skill is it to pick locks?
I'd say finesse plus whatever. I don't know, but finesse is definitely what would fit.
Well, the whole point of essence is you use whatever attribute you want with the ability.
Yeah.
Maybe stealth?
But, yeah, that would work.
I mean, stealth is the closest thing I could think of that fits for that.
Yes.
Okay, then in that case, Cyril just kind of walks over to it and starts picking the lock because he's really good at stealth and he's got a high finesse too.
Yeah. I need to make sure I've saved this. I'm just to make it all easier on me, I've just connected everything together.
Oh wait, hold on. I think I have an ability regarding this too. Hold on. Okay, so I have Stealth Excellency, and it says that outside of combat, this may be used to boost passive rolls? Passive values? So how does that work?
I have no idea, personally.
What's that?
I have Stealth Excellency, and it says that outside of combat, this may be used to boost passive values. Add that ability dice as a bonus to an applicable roll involving the chosen ability. Does that mean I double my dice?
No, I believe it means you add 1. Toshime?
That would be a question for Toshime. Toshime's muted at the moment.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
In tabletop image, I sent another updated thing of your territory.
It says add that ability as a dice bonus to an applicable roll. Would that mean I get +4? Because I have
It
4 in that
was
ability.
confusing to me as well.
Excellencies work by enabling you to buy extra dice equal to some of the attributes and ability involved in the roll.
So does that mean I
Meaning
double my
what?
dice?
How do you buy them exactly? Or do you have to have like 4 excellencies to match a 4 skill? I don't know.
We're still.
Does it give me an...
I will consult Kerr on this, like, actually later, but for now, let's just do double.
Okay.
Actually, I think I actually asked him about that.
Well, if he has, find out real fast. If you have, find out about that real fast, because knowing would be nice. But if we don't have an answer for now, until we have an answer, we'll do just double.
Eyes, Boo. Go for the eyes! Rask!
Joke.
Game breaking.
Oh.
Okay, so you spend 1 mote, and you get to add an extra die to your, basically you spend a mote per roll, and you add an extra die, as long as it has to do with the ability you have the excellency in, so like stealth, and it's just 1 extra die. And that actually reminds me, Neves as a lunar gets excellency in his actual attributes, so he gets to add that to basically everything.
I will expend 2 motes then to have a full 10.
I don't think you can do more than 1.
But why not?
Because I don't think you can.
Alright, I'll do the 9 then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus explosion. 6 successes.
Actually, that would be 7 successes.
Oh yeah, because critical 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you get all but 1 unlocked.
Is it because of the time frame, or is it because that last one is too difficult?
It's mostly because I need to figure out what the fuck's in this chest.
Oh, right, that's what I was going to check. There was a, influence.
A game breaking.
Oh. Big one.
We'll have to check on this with Kerr. I'll send this to you, Ruby, but I'm not sure that would be something that actually would exist in the game. Or, like, the system.
Can I see?
Oh, yeah, I guess you could probably answer that. Derp.
I could see, like, I'm doing something similar with one of the bosses I'm building out that was, I still need to, it was one of the first goal that I still need to work out, but I'm doing something similar so I could see how this could work, but it would have to be an artifact, like, an artifact.
Yeah, with artifacts that it has a soul inside of it. It has its own personality.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be able to be sort of cursed like that.
Yeah.
Either way, Cyril looks back up at Varric and goes, statement. I have disabled all of the locks, save for one, to maintain security of the contents.
Can I try the last one?
Looks at DM.
I'll think about putting that item because I do have like final say on that kind of thing, right? Zim?
You
Don't say
are
everything.
able to, every influence.
Yeah, okay.
I
okay.
generally just check whether it is okay
I will,
and appropriate.
I
And
will
then you
think
decide.
on it. I will think on it and decide later if I want to have that in the chest or not.
If not, you could message Zorro there on the Discord and work out something more appropriate.
Yeah. We can... I'll figure it out.
All right.
If you don't mind, can we end here? Because I have to go bury my guinea pig. Not my guinea pig, my hedgehog.
What?
Hey, Barry.
Yeah, my hedgehog died the other day.
Oh. My condolences.
Yeah.
He was old. He was really old. I honestly have been expecting it for 2 years.
Sorry to hear it still, but yeah, we can go ahead and end here.
Yeah.
You get a pat on the back.
Idle for food anyway, so good timing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, after this Marten video, we will go ahead and end. As Buddy is trying desperately to get at the eggs. But the eggs do not want to come out.
Egg.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for Tides of Madness Exalted. We will be back here probably in about half an hour with Ascent to Ascend, Dungeons and Dragons. We might be back earlier if everybody gathers in time. Holy crap, Toshime.
Donation?
That's a lot more bits than you normally give.
How many bits was it?
Just 500.
No.
Thank you. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining us today for Tides of Madness Exalted. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, all those things there on the website as well as down in the description below. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers. I cannot do this without your guys' support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming, as well as don't forget to share the stream around. But for now, I bid you the most fondest adieu.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, folks.
See you in a little bit.
Bye-bye!
Yep.
Uh-huh.